Thank you very much for the opportunity to welcome you again and to give you a little background about the organisation that has convened this meeting. UISG, as it's known from its Italian name, Unione Internazionale Superiore Generale, or the International Union of Superiors General, is a membership organisation. And the members are the leaders or the superiors general or the presidents of female Catholic religious orders worldwide. So we have almost 2,000 members, and they would represent over 600,000 sisters, Catholic sisters. And as you know, Catholic sisters are committed to caring for people in need and to creating a platform for the voices of the most marginalised to be heard. And we're also supporting those on the ground and working with many organisations to tackle poverty, disease, discrimination of any kind, displacement, particularly working with the migration and in any way in which the earth is exploited. So we're looking at the exploitation of lands and those also with limited access to education. Last year was an important year for us at UISG because we really focused on advocacy. It was an important year, obviously, in terms of global political commitments to safeguarding our planet and people who are vulnerable. So just to remind you, the establishment of the Loss and Damage Fund was agreed at COP27, and a framework to revive biodiversity by 2030 was adopted at COP15. The UN General Assembly also recognised the universal right to a clean, healthy and sustainable environment. And negotiations began for an international legally binding instrument to end plastic pollution. In this context, on the 3rd of November last year, UISG published the statement, Sisters for the Environment. And this statement was built on the experience of sisters with local people and our experience in advocacy, and it was focused around the goals of the UISG's environmental campaign, which we call Sowing Hope for the Planet. And this is our response to Pope Francis's encyclical Laudato Si and the implementation of the UN Sustainable Development Goals. So we see this project, which is a worldwide project calling on religious women to get deeply involved in caring for the earth as a response to Pope Francis's call to all of us. So today is an important day for us because you are here to help us launch a series of sister-led dialogues on global development issues. And these will take place throughout 2023, and the series will culminate with the first ever UISG Advocacy Forum, which will take place here in Rome in November. So this is a strategic moment for us at UISG. Not only did we publish, if you like, a policy paper, but now we're taking action based on that policy paper. For hundreds of years, I think sisters have been working at the grassroots level, doing very practical things in terms of care of people and care of the earth. But now more and more we see our obligation as part of our prophetic role as religious to be part of the global conversations that are taking place about the environment, bringing our experience from the grassroots to the table to advocate with and on behalf of those who are really suffering because of climatic degradation. So this is part of our role as religious, an essential part of our prophetic call as religious. So this series of dialogues is organised by our team, led by Giulio Cirillo, the Sisters Advocating Globally team. And it's empowering us as sisters to learn how to advocate better for and with communities on the margins. And we're being supported by the Global Solidarity Fund in our efforts to do this. So today's event brings you together as representatives of governments, Vatican institutions, UN organisations, civil society and academia to join with sisters around the world in discussing 3 key themes which were outlined in our statement, Sisters for the Environment. And these 3 themes are integrating responses to climate change and biodiversity loss, integrating care for people and care for our planet, and integrating vulnerability in leadership. So a final comment, we're part of a movement with you to shape global conversations around the needs of the world's most marginalised communities. We are here to explore with you how to foster both locally and globally solutions to support and empower vulnerable people who are affected by climate change, biodiversity loss, pollution, and environmental breakdown, because we know it's the poorest people in the world who are most affected by these factors. So let us, in our response to Pope Francis's invitation in his encyclical letter, Fratelli Tutti, where he said, and this is our work today, let us return to promoting the good for ourselves and for the whole human family, and thus advance together towards an authentic and integral growth. So my gratitude to all of you for being here, and I look forward to a good day's conversation. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.